choke on a lie. Otherwise I would have died. It's been a long, long time since I left with no goodbye. And by the way, oh, by the way, I meant everything that I couldn't say, 'cause it made it hard to stand just to be your kind of man. Oh, but there'll be one that can, and you know that I ain't him. By the way, oh, by the way, I meant everything that I couldn't say. I meant everything that I didn't say. Can't you just forgive? See that I ain't much to miss. I can hardly kiss. It made me a lonesome kid. And by the way, tell me by the way, I meant everything that I couldn't say. I meant everything that I couldn't say. Do, 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 do. Yeah, pretty good at playing that sitting down, Peter.
Well, yeah, it's cramped in here.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
So, where do you get a lot of the inspiration for the tunes?
I guess I get it from any time I can get alone and let my head drift around. It's hard to find time alone, I guess, but the shower is a good time. And any section of the bathroom. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I'm kind of always around. I like people that play music, so I guess friends are a big one. Lots of my pals play music.
Do you feel like you learn a lot of the music from busking, from like sitting in with other people?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. That's like.
What's the one that you learned from the country band up in Vancouver?
Yes Baby Yes.
Yeah, Yes Baby Yes. Like you didn't even know who originally wrote it, but you heard some. What was the band called?
Petunia and the Vipers. I never played with them, but they're a band that I've heard a lot, and they play around, and so and yeah, in New Orleans especially, I guess.
Yeah,
like
I learned so much music in a month and a half I was down there. I met a million people and learned all this whole like specific set of standards that are just like street performing music. It's like there's like the New Orleans jazz standards and country standards, and like I don't know how many times I'm down there, someone's like, "Oh, play line up for me." And I'm just like, "Oh, good lord."
Maybe down a palette.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Everybody knows that.
You know you get to know the songs just because they're like in the culture, so to speak, and then like there's a whole bunch of like fiddle tunes up here that like fit up here.
What was that one? What I went down to New Orleans and all I learned to play was Salty Dog.
Yeah, I haven't heard that, but that's pretty true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of also just like people are trying to get by there, so you end up playing with people that like you probably wouldn't end up playing with. Like I'll just be playing on the street and someone will walk by and just be like, "Okay, yeah, guess I gotta make some money," and then they'll just like, if they don't lead songs but like have a fiddle or something, they'll like
Yeah, I mean,
come and sit in with you.
Like your album, like you have it's all original tunes. I'm sorry, you have your album, it's all original tunes, but then there's like the set that we do when we're playing with like fill-ins and sit-ins and people who just want to come together and make a band for the day or the week, and
I think those are called the bangers.
The bangers?
Yeah.
The hits?
Yeah, the hits. Yeah.
You want to play another one of yours? I mean...
Sure.
Yeah. This is one you wrote?
Yeah, the last one was also one I wrote. It's fun. Sometimes on the street you don't get as much of a chance to play your own for whatever reasons. So
yeah. People tend to lean on things that they recognize. That's just sales.
Yeah, there's definitely the familiarity aspect to it.
Yep.
So, but this one's in the tradition of American folk tunes, where you hear a story about someone doing something and you write a song about it.
We got to play Jimmy Rogers music under the Jimmy Rogers sign here in front of the Woolworth, and you were like so tickled pink about it. You're like, this is like everything I've ever wanted. This is the person that I meet.
Yeah. We'll do a Jimmy Rogers tune here.
No,
yeah, I didn't know that he started.
Play She Lives. Play that one.
Okay, all right. Here we go.
She Lives?
Yeah. All right. Here we go. The Virgin Mother came to me in an image rather vague, divinely intervented onto my grilled cheese sandwich. I didn't see nothing like it in all the Gospels read, and I don't think I ever would have recognized her if she weren't on white bread. She lives, she lives, she lives, oh she lives. One fine autumn morning I went to my kitchen for to make some lunch. I am a simple woman, I do not ask for much. I had bread, cheese and butter, I put them in a pan, and what happened next I don't believe to be an accident, God's plan. She lives, she lives, she lives, oh she lives, oh she lives, she lives, she lives, oh she lives. Let's see what's the next verse. Took one bite from the corner and it did not taste unique. When I looked back on it, there was a face looking back on me. It was no ordinary face, I immediately did see. I did not take another bite, for it was Mother Mary. She lives, she lives, she lives, oh she lives, she lives, she lives, she lives, oh she lives. Okay, so Mary has not yet molded, and it's been 10 years to the day. I believe it's my holy duty to pass on her loving grace. So I put her up for auction online. The bids did come, and when it was all over, I had 28,000. She lives, she lives, she lives, oh she lives, she lives, she lives, she lives, oh she lives, she lives, she lives, she lives,
That's awesome.
Yeah. I guess that's another, goes off the inspiration thing. Sometimes you just hear a funny story, and seems about right for a
So
song.
where did you hear the story about that?
Oh, that's like apparently there was some lady, like, I think it was 2004, that, like, made a grilled cheese sandwich, and it, like, the burn on it had the face of, well, she said it was like the face of the Virgin Mary, and got like a bunch of people really stoked on it, and then she sold it on eBay for $28,000. So yeah.
Nice.
This is how folk tunes are born.
Yeah.
You know that, right? Something interesting happens and people sing about it.
Yeah. It's how the songs have been being written for a while. Yeah.
That's perfect. What do you think your favorite city to play music in is, or at least busking?
When you get it right in New Orleans, there's nothing quite like it. I've had some pretty, like, discouraging, terrible times in New Orleans as far as, like, being out for hours and not making anything, and then, like,
not even being like loved for it. Like,
yeah.
People just like don't look. People just won't even look at you. Just like walk by and treat you like you're a bum.
But the last month about that we were there, things really picked up, and so that was the first time I've ever been able to like live off of like the money I was making playing music.
What's Bobby's last name?
Bonzi.
Bobby Bonzi is this incredible tap dancer we met down there, and we got a honky tonk band together like within a week. And that was just like the thing we did every day for a solid month. But he was funny because one of the first times I ever got to play with him, there was this weird second line parade that came through the street we were playing, and right behind it was some drugged out guy with like a tie-dye painted car in his underwear who jumped out, started dancing on the roof of the car, and like there would be a huge crowd at this point, but then like he jumps out, starts tap dancing on his, Bobby jumps up onto the drugged out guy's car and starts like doing his like crazy tap
dancing on the sunroof,
flip off the car, like in the middle of like one of our rags, and like just we had, that was it. Like we just were done. It was like, oh yeah, that was the show. And it was like one of the most beautiful moments, and like the weird, freaky energy of a place like that where things like that just are okay and they happen, and like you can just riff on it. Like that was really, really fun. I remember that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
Tap dancing on moving cars, like that's just something else.
I have trouble getting up that early for a spot on Royal Street.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I if you get a good breakfast sandwich, it goes by a little easier waiting for the spot.
What is that, Verdi Mart?
Yeah, go to Verdi Mart and get a breakfast sandwich.
I don't know. I feel like for me, I mean, I was living here for about almost 2 years before I went down there to visit, and I met Chris. But Asheville is just such a beautiful place, and like
Asheville's great for
busking. The
busking.
scene's a little different here, and like there's definitely a really strong community of musicians here, and it's fun to like collaborate. I have all my friends are musicians, and I play in a bunch of different groups. I've played with you a couple times, and it's like it's just sort of the trade-off with you don't get the same swarms of tourists, but at the same time like you can stand to live here. Like I wouldn't want to live down in New Orleans. It's super rough on your body to be there for a really long time.
So where's your favorite place to busk?
I would almost say here, like in the late summertime, early fall, just like when the weather's absolutely perfect, and like I mean this is a tourist economy. It's like a totally seasonal place to live. So
it is.
You get all these snowbirds that come up here just for that time of year when the leaves are about to change. But it's like, I mean, even just living here and not playing music on the street, and I was like working as a line cook, and I loved it here more than any other place I've lived. So,
and you get the lightning bugs.
I drink the Kool-Aid. I think this place is awesome.
You get the lightning bugs around in July too.
That's the same thing too. Yeah,
a big bonus.
Down south.
Yeah,
I'm
from Kansas. We get lots of lightning bugs.
Oh, I'd never seen them until I came here a few years ago.
Wow.
And then, yeah, actually, Asheville definitely is one of the good busking spots. I met like one of my best friends who I played was in the band down in New Orleans. I met him when we were both coming through
Maxwell.
Asheville. Yeah, a few years ago, and like
Maxwell.
Yeah,
and I know the first time I met Maxwell, he was coming through Nashville, and I was staying in a place in Nashville. I had him and Stale Scotty and Stunks the Clown all came crashing.
Oh, whoa.
In
that's
Nashville.
That's a wild crew.
And Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin was there too.
I heard Stumps the Clown is buddies with Brad Pitt. I heard that. I don't know. That's all I know about him. I don't know him personally. We fell off the same couch once. We were like both sitting on this couch and it tipped over. That's the only time I've hung out with that guy.
You and Brad Pitt.
The dirt hustler.
Stumps the Clown. All right. Yeah, let's with the.
Just look him up on YouTube, folks. Stumps the Clown.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about how we were busking outside the Jimmy Rogers sign. We could do that one Jimmy Rogers tune we do, or one of the
one that nobody seems to like except us.
It's the most.
It's such a good song.
It's a beautiful song.
Like, we'll play. It was Miss the Mississippi.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll play this song and like no one really will notice it because it's like kind of a simple waltz, but there'll always be a couple of like old Southern bells. Like we're like, I love that song so much. Please play that song. Like, it just warms my heart because one of those ones were like, oh yeah, we shouldn't put this in the set, but it's just like my favorite song.
Yeah. Twice an old lady has come up and sang this song with me while I was singing.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. All right. Should I get that mic over by my guitar? Perfect.
What's the name of it?
This song is called Miss Mississippi New. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm growing tired of the big city's lights, tired of the glamour and tired of the sights. In all my dreams I am roaming once more, back to my home by the old river shore. I'm sad and weary, far away from home, miss the Mississippi and you. Dear days are dark and dreary, everywhere I roam, miss the Mississippi and you. Rolling the wild world over, always alone and blue. Nothing seems to cheer me under heaven's dome, miss the Mississippi and you. Yodelay-o, delay, deolay-o, delay, deolay-o, delay-o, delay. Memories are bringing happy days of yore, miss the Mississippi and you. Mockingbirds are singing round the cabin door, miss the Mississippi and you. Rolling the wild world over, always alone and blue. Longing for my homeland, muddy water shores, miss the Mississippi and you. Yodelay-o, delay, deolay-o, delay, Mississippi and you.
Woo!
You can hear the lag.
Yeah,
In the other
it's
room, that's
funny.
so funny.
Yeah, there is a delay.
Yeah,
It's kind of neat, actually.
that's cool.
So, can I ask? And I ask all travelers who go city to city. What are your thoughts on permits and what permits would do to the feng shui of the universe as far as busking is concerned?
I'm generally against them. There are some places that like getting a permit is super easy, and like you can get it same day. You don't have to like in Savannah, like you have to go like down to, there's only one day a week that you can get a permit, and like it takes, and you have to wait like a week to get it, and it's like if you're going through, like it doesn't make any sense. But then there's like in Seattle, like you can get a permit for Pike Place, and like you can busk up the money to get it in like 10 minutes, you know, it's super cheap. But even like that, the money aspect of it, like just it costing anything at all can be kind of rough for people coming through. I like just prefer like places like Asheville where it's like, or New Orleans. Yeah, you just show up and like you can. It's just it like interrupts kind of the mobility that you have.
It's totally a barrier to entry. I mean, I get what it's for. It's like a way for the city to pick and choose, and also it's just like, I mean, it's a tax. It's something that is good for the city. There's always like some kind of hidden cost associated with it, but like I also just feel like there's not really. It's just not good for that whole scene. You end up forcing people to like jump through hoops to come and bring their art there, and they don't necessarily have time for it or the motivation to do it, and it'll just keep people going. I miss out.
I feel like it would squish it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It would suffocate it.
Yeah, because if I can just go to Knoxville or Nashville or go to another city along Highway 40 and just keep going west or keep going east, like why would I stay in a spot where I have to jump through hoops to do something which is like, you know, such an easy form of art and expression and money making? Like, well, why would I waste time setting up to do it? Like I could just.
I also feel like maybe perhaps it's a profession that in and of itself is already meant to be. It's always been travelers and roving types always throughout history.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it is what it is. You know, you got migratory workers and you got migratory musicians that follow the tourists too.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like a farmer these days, like because I'm like talking about seasons and movement, like up and down the coast, and like I just
you start paying attention when you're moving around, and I think you also kind of start seeing the other cities and the way they affect other cities when they change.
That was a really dramatic change. Like last week of April, I was down in Louisiana. Like, you know, there was French Quarter Fest and then there was Jazz Fest, but it was this really marked. Like I think it was like the third week of April where I was in like 4 bands and everyone that I was playing with just flew off like that same week, and you noticed like a really distinct difference. Like it got way hotter. The city got a little bit more hectic and crazy because there was a lot more of just like people going to these big music festivals, and then just
the skeeters got out.
Yeah, it just didn't feel like as comfortable of a place. I was just sitting out in front of the grocery store on Royal Street all day, every day, and I felt totally like this was a job and this was something that I could do. And also I was making friends the whole time, and then everybody left, and then you're like, oh, season's over, it's time to leave, and like you don't even have to question it; it just is apparent. And if I was just living there, maybe we wouldn't have noticed it as quickly. I don't know. So like sitting on the street and watching people come and go, and then all of a sudden, oh wait, there's a whole lot less people. All of a sudden, oh, something changed, and you just notice immediately.
Yeah.
It's like that here in Asheville. Like as soon as the leaves change, as soon as they all turn brown, and you get that first frost, like everyone just gets out.
Yeah, it does. The whole city kind of takes. You know, and there's almost like a moment where you feel the city, like around Asheville, kind of go, yeah, and I bet New Orleans kind of feels the same way after their season's over. You know, kind of, oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, I was working. Yeah, I mean, I was working as a line cook. You definitely feel a sigh of relief for like the first couple of weeks. You're like, oh man, all the tourists are gone. Thank you. And then it's like, oh no, all the tourists are gone. What are we gonna do?
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite song to busk with?
Yeah, probably. We did this one like so much in New Orleans, but I'm not that tired of it. And it's that Petunia song we were talking about.
Yeah, why
the
not?
Yes Baby Yes.
Do you, what do you think about calling? Do you want him to come in or no?
Yeah, if Sierra wants to sing on it.
We got Sierra. Maybe we should wait for the delay.
Yeah. But, yeah, this one,
Come on.
You want to
Come
sing
on
some
in.
music with us?
Which one is it?
Yes Baby Yes. You kind of know it.
Yeah, I know it well enough.
Cool. I'm going to move this over. You want to share his mic?
Yeah, and you can.
Cool.
I just stand up.
Alright, so we got special guest Sierra here. Say hello, Sierra. Where are you
Super
from?
special guest. I'm Sierra, and I'm from West Virginia, Charleston area.
I met Sierra a few years ago in Portland.
Actually, a funny story, but
Let's do the song and then maybe that story.
Yeah.
I got it. All right. This was one that had people shaking their belts. All right. 1, 2.
Sorry.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, carving all the rookies, breaking at the cards, carving all the rookies. Nose guy stabbing at a plane to us all. You didn't mean to break a heart. That's why they call you heartbreaker. Wait till love falls apart. So it's yes, baby, yes, no, baby, no, yes, baby, yes, no, baby, no, yes, baby, yes, no, baby, no, baby, no. You're a cold heartbreaker, yesterday, tomorrow, I don't know. It's Monday that I met you by my mama's porch. Tuesday we were loving, Wednesday and some more. Thursday come around while we're living and we're loving on the floor. You gave me red hot loving, baby, and I wanted some more. Never really loved me, now you gotta go. No, you never really loved me, now you gotta go. It's mighty plain to us all. You didn't mean to break a heart. That's why they call you heartbreaker. Wait till love falls apart. So it's yes, baby, yes, no, baby, no. Yes, baby, yes, no, baby, no. Yes, baby, yes, no, baby, no, baby, no. You're a cold heartbreaker, yesterday, tomorrow, I don't know. And I know you kind, I'll never love again. I'll never love another. I keep 'em all my friends, oh, I keep 'em all I guessing right until the end. You gave me red hot loving, let me see where it begins. With yes, baby, yes, no, baby, no. Yes, baby, yes, no, baby, no. Yes, baby, yes, no, baby, no, baby, no.
oh no.
You're a cold heartbreaker, yesterday, tomorrow, I don't know. One more time. So it's yes, baby, yes, no, baby, no. Yes, baby, yes, no, baby, no. Yes, baby, yes, no, baby, no, baby, no.
Oh no, no.
You're a cold heartbreaker, yesterday, tomorrow, I don't know. And usually we'd have like a big old band and stuff. Mandolin and fiddle and stuff. So,
That's great.
yeah, I like that song. I don't know who originally did that song, but it's
It's a good one.
it's nice. So,
Wow.
yeah. How much?
I mean, it's funny. It's like I know I shouldn't even admit this, but like I hadn't heard like that much Lefty Frizzle before I met you, and I was like, oh man, like I need to like look him up. So it like gave me like I get like homework I gotta do.
I don't know who Lefty Frizzle is, but that's
He's the dude who wrote or he's the one who first performed Long Black Veil.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then Colin
Well, I
sang
guess
that song
I have
to me,
homework.
sang that song for me, and I was like, oh wow, like who did this? And you just kind of go do your homework. Songwriting is like half homework, half like being super social and like picking up stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And liking what you like.
Yeah, and liking what you like.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
What's that?
Social.
Social.
I mean,
It's
like
so awkward.
you gotta be.
I
a
like
little
being social. I don't
You
like
gotta learn
homework,
new
though.
songs. I mean, like you gotta listen to a lot of stuff. You can't just sit in your room. I like the experience of being outside. I'm sorry, I keep moving the mic around. I like the experience of being outside and just like picking something up from strangers. It's really nice. I mean, every day that I've been back in Asheville, I've like seen new acts that I've never seen. I was living here and I didn't know who any of them were,
and they're all really good. So, and it's like, oh, I've never heard this song. Or even when you hear it, like you hear somebody doing a cover of a song that you've done before, and like they do it in a different way, or they use different chord changes or something, like it adds to the canon and knowledge that you have and just makes you a better musician. It's fun.
Canon.
Is there anybody recently who's stood out to you, or any acts that you've met recently?
Was it Kelly? What's Kelly's last name?
Kelly Fox, folks.
Kelly
Fox.
Fox.
Yeah.
Kelly Fox,
even,
folks.
Even just the way he plays, and like he had the like Jonathan Henley.
We need to have a 10-second tribute to Kelly Fox in every Busker broadcast. from now
Is
on.
that happening now?
I don't know. I need a banjo riff and a real quick Kelly Fox, like just shove in the autoplay at the radio station
And he has
just
a
randomly.
bag of hot dogs in his pocket.
Kelly Fox. Oh goodness.
Sweet.
It's funny to me that buskers all kind of know each other from different cities. Kelly Fox is the fellow that used to play in a band with me in Nashville years back.
He's a
Yeah.
good guy.
Yeah, I just met him in Knoxville. Meet people everywhere.
You'll be up.
Especially playing music.
Yeah. How I met Sierra was I had one foot on a bus, and then I heard her voice from across the street, and then I looked.
Got off the bus.
Yeah. I also liked your outfit. That was part of it.
Really?
I heard.
I was living out of a backpack.
I liked the pants. I still remember the pants. I heard your voice, and then I saw your pants, and I walked across the street, and
This is also Portland, Oregon, folks.
yeah, and you took
Pants
me
are
to
important.
a dining experience.
Home bum feet.
Home, but
And you get
Yeah.
free rice and beans at the church.
not even that. It was like cold ham
Come
and
on,
green
baby,
beans.
I'll take you somewhere real nice.
Super romantic.
Goodness. The glorious life of
Yeah.
the musician. It's all roses.
Mm-hmm.
All of it. All the time.
Keep the thorns to herself.
Good lord. Are you wanting to do another one? Do you want to do one? What's that?
How much time do we have?
We have another 20 minutes. You want
Oh,
to play
cool.
a couple more and just
Yeah.
go on ahead?
It'd be fun to do another original or two, but while you're in here, we could do Crying Time.
Yeah.
It's a Buck Owens song. Me and Sierra lived together in New Orleans
For like a month.
for a month, and whenever I could get her to sing this song with me, she sometimes did.
Awesome.
It's a Buck Owens song. All right. Oh,
What key is this on?
see.
See.
Oh, it's crying time again. You're gonna leave me. I can see that faraway look in your eyes, and I can tell by the way you hold me, darling. It won't be long before it's crying time. Well, they say that absence makes the heart grow fonder, and tears are just rain to help love grow. My love for you could grow no stronger if I live to be 100 years old. So it's crying time again, you're gonna leave me. I can see that faraway look in your eyes, and I can tell by the way you hold me, darling, that it won't be long before it's crying time. You guys want to hear a story?
Yeah.
Me and my baby, we woke up together. She said, honey, I'm feeling sore. Let's go get ourselves a new mattress, then we won't be laying up upon this floor. I said, honey, what kind of mattress? For you I would get any kind. She said, let's get ourselves a Tempur-Pedic. We can jump around, we won't even spill that wine. Well, Tempur-Pedics, they're form-fitting. And one day I came home and I did find the indentation of another man's body on my mattress. And that's when I had to say goodbye. So it's crying time again, you're gonna leave me. I can see that faraway look in your eyes, and I can tell by the way you hold me, darling, that it won't be long before it's crying time. She said that she found someone who loves her better. That's the way it's happened every time before. And as sure as the sun will rise tomorrow, crying time starts when she walks out that door. Oh, it's crying time again, you're gonna leave me. I can see that faraway look in your eyes, and I can tell by the way you hold me, darling, darling, it won't be long before it's crying time. All right. Sweet.
I can get on up out of here if you guys need to.
I think we'll do a few more of my tune, or one more, and then you get in here. Sarah's coming up next, right?
Yeah, Sierra's coming up.
Oh, shucks.
Play another?
Yeah.
What you got? What's it called?
This song is called Darling. Darling.
Darling?
Darling. Well, the G's in parentheses.
Where did you get it from?
This is one I wrote. This is a little. After playing that crooner, I want to play another crooner of my own design.
Started.
Where did you, I'm sorry, I never actually figured this out. Where did you learn how to yodel?
I just taught myself, I think. That was... Yeah. Or no. My friend, Devin, taught me how to yodel, in Port Townsend. I was at an old-time convention, and I don't play old time, so I was just really bored. And he came out on the porch and taught me how to yodel the Long Gone Lonesome Blues by Hank Williams. But
You can play that one right now?
no, I'm gonna play one without yodeling. But that's how yodeling. I still want to get better at yodeling. Not quite there.
Okay.
All right. Many a bright face can bring you laughter. It's not enough for myself to prove to you. No, it's only the face that could also bring you tear stains that you'll end up giving your heart up to. All that we'd have had I ever been with you, had I ever been the man for whom you'd move. Well, there'd be much more to say, for I shared days, and though I've never known love, darling, I've known you. By now I may have put you behind me, though the thought of you I don't believe I'll lose. 'Cause forgetting is the hardest kind of thinking, and remembering's such an easy thing to do. All that we'd have had I ever been with you, there'd be much more to say, for I shared days, and though I've never known love, darling, I've known you. Tag it. Though I've never known love, darling, I've known you. Jazz Zatarans. Yeah.
Nice product placement, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah, would you fill me up?
Oh man.
We're drinking coffee in here.
Oh, there's more coffee in there. I brought some over for the show just in case we needed it. That was a great time.
Oh man.
That was,
All right.
Do you have a couple that you do with Colin, right?
yeah.
Do you think?
I think Colin has one that he wants to sing between me and Sierra
Yeah, just bring
So-
them on in.
when we're ready. I think I'll do
You want to do one more?
and then Colin and then Sierra. That sounds like a
Yeah.
smooth transition.
My favorite thing about this whole like lifestyle that I kind of picked up really recently, because I was working full time and just staying in one place, and I just decided I'm just gonna play bass full time and like, you know, move around and make lots of friends. Every single musician that I've met is leaps and bounds ahead of me, like just for terms of facility, like emotional expression. Everybody's just like way better at it than I am. Like, I feel kind of like a jock. All I do is just like thump, play bass, and I can sing a little bit, but it's just,
Do it well.
I mean, I do it okay. It's not that. It's more like just the simple thing, somebody just playing guitar and singing and like having like so much soul that like that is like you can do that and make money, and like you can just like wow people on the street. Like I'm just impressed by it, and it's exciting because like I'm constantly meeting people that make me grow because they're just that good.
Yeah.
Colin's one
I
of those
think-
people.
yeah,
Colin's just,
definitely.
like, not to talk him up too much. No pressure. Just like.
I think you also do better on the street, when you shave. But what's nice about this here, what we're doing in the studio and with Colin, is that we haven't shaved, and we're trying to grow out our whiskers.
Right. Well,
But
you
no
guys
one
can catch
sees
it.
that on the radio.
So you can't see it on the radio, but
We're actually all naked right now.
Yeah, we're all naked, drinking
I was joking
coffee.
that about you, right? I was like, I like to imagine when I listen to Fresh Air that Terry Gross is just like in her underpants, just talking in her underpants, because it's like just adds a whole new level of sensuality to the interviews.
All right. We're just kidding, folks. We're
Yeah.
not actually naked, but
But we will be later.
She's listening. She's probably so mad.
all right, folks.
Okay. I guess. Yeah, we could do one more, bring Colin in, and then
Yeah, go for it.
Sierra. Cool. What a lineup!
This is fun. This
This
has
is
been
good.
really awesome.
This has been great. Thanks
Thank
for
you,
having.
WPVM, for giving buskers this opportunity
Yeah.
to be able to come up here. This is a really great thing, for history's sake, too.
It's a pretty cool
Yeah.
radio station. I mean, it seems to have good programming. I don't know. I really like your show.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I've been trying to listen to it. You got the stuff on YouTube. Been looking up your old broadcasts. It's fun.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Great. What's the name of this one?
Well, I haven't decided yet. Well, I have. I haven't decided what song.
Oh.
Coffee is on, folks.
All right. What do you want to hear, Sierra?
Do that one that I really like.
Okay.
You know one, you know that.
You know, is that what it sounds like?
No, I'm just doing.
You know,
I'm Bob Wilson it. That's what you're saying.
Oh.
What one? The.
Only takes a minute.
Okay. I try not to sing this one that much, but Sierra has a way to make me sing it. All right, rock and roll. All right. Well, with most women it takes an hour or two, but it only takes a minute with you. And usually I gotta hold it in and be patient. But baby, you finish so soon. I used to have to fluff the pillows, then get my tools from my shed. I'd go out and collect some wood so that I could build a bed. I once had to work and wait before I could do what I needed to do. But every time we lay, there ain't such a delay, 'cause it only takes a minute with you. Well, when you said okay, yeah, you gave me the right away. Babe, I almost lost it right then. With a throw of my pants, I jumped at the chance, and into your arms I ran. Well, some people will only settle for something that they can't afford. They'll sit down and order the caviar, well, they can only pay for a slice of pork. Yes, some people get hungry for bites that they just can't chew. But when the time arrives, you're a bite just my size, 'cause it only takes a minute with you. Now we don't need no private yacht, we only need a door with a lock. Well, we found ourselves in that room. I don't mind if people hear what we do. Quiet it down, 'cause I'll work you like fine leather. I'll roll you from the window to the floor. I'll bend your heel bones up by your earlobes and put them down when you're feeling so poor. But once we're both standing steady, happy with what we've been able to do, well, don't leave me then. If you want it, take another spin, 'cause it only takes a minute with you. Oh, with most women it takes an hour or two, but it only takes a minute with you. And usually I gotta hold it in, or I be so patient. But baby, you finish so soon. Everybody needs some loving, but not everybody gets their way. When Pyramus was found by Thisbe, she found him dead on the ground where he lay. Oh, but how did I get so lucky to not be made like a fool? So when we meet again, honey, let's count down from 10, 'cause it only takes a minute with you. It only takes a minute with you. All right. Oh. All right.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
You want to tell folks real quick how they can get a hold of you, or if they want
Yeah.
to find you?
Yeah. I got a Bandcamp page, chrisacker.bandcamp.com, and I got an EP and an album up there. And you can call me at 206-948-6478. Is that okay?
I don't even know.
I don't know. I don't have enough people to talk to. I just
We'll probably
throwing out a line there.
I mean, you have like your webpage for this.
Yeah.
You
You
probably
can
just throw
you
some
can
of his
you can
contact
find you can find Busker Broadcast on the web, on Facebook. You can find Emma Spoonley on Facebook. I'm gonna post around all your links and whatnot.
Sweet. That'd be great. And you can
so folks can find you.
Sweet. Thank you.
And I'll archive the show.
Great. And you can there's a contact thing through Bandcamp where it goes straight to my email. So if you just go to the Bandcamp page, that works.
Your email, your checking account number.
Yeah.
It's got your address.
Mm-hmm.
Where you went to high school.
Yep.
Probably some your mother's maiden name, some things that you
Favorite teacher.
Yeah.
Dog's first name.
Yeah.
First guinea pig.
First model car.
Yeah. Volvo 240 DL. 1989. Station wagon.
Me too.
All right.
I had a Jeep.
Jeep?
Yeah.
Cherokee?
A Wrangler. It was fancy.
Bad.
I've always wanted a Jeep. Like, that was like my dream car.
Good one.
I don't know.
Well, let's get a hot young talent in here that I met.
Oh my god.
That I met in New Orleans, and now we're traveling together. We're doing some good old-fashioned 2015 Hyundai Accent rambling. It's his fine black car.
We got 5 minutes left here before the top of the hour. Maybe
One more?
yeah. Should we take them what you want to do? Yeah, let's do one more.
Why don't you guys
and then
do one
take 'em
together,
off.
yeah?
Yeah,
You
sure.
and him, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do
Who's you and him?
me and Colin.
You want to do a song with Chris?
I'll get coffee.
All right.
I'm going to get some coffee. Am I doing a song with you, or am I doing it?
All
I
right.
guess so. Peter said we are, so I guess we are.
So
All right. I
all
mean,
right.
I'll just get one going here.
Yeah.
Colin
let's
can
just get one
Colin
going.
can sit in whenever he wants.
Oh,
So
well, you know, here after the top of the hour, we can get some more music going.
sweet. All right. This will just be a smooth transition. Yeah, you remember you learned this one today. The ones like it's the one in G. Okay, all right. Well, this is a song about being out there and looking for eggs. How the night is long when I've got no place to hide, when there ain't but a star to gaze, so I dream of a different life far away from here, far away from here. Well, I dream of a seasick mermaid. She comes swimming up to me and grabs onto my tugboat and cries, "Baby, could you get me beached?" I set her free, give her air to breathe, 'cause she is all I want, but she wants nobody. I keep trying to tell that girl nobody is what I be. Take a chance on me. Fuzzy strings, I'll get you some feet. Woo. If all the dew was diamonds, I'd never let the grass get mowed. No, I'd give her all the riches that my green lawn did grow every morning. Would she wake on me? 'Cause I'd have some bread and I'd cut a hole, I'd crack an egg and fry the yolk. If I had some bread, I'd cut a hole, I'd crack an egg, fry the yolk. Woo. Yeah, my guitar went out there, but that's all right. End on that note. Yep. Well, thanks so much, Abby.
You are listening to WPVM 103.7 FM in Asheville. You can listen to us online at WPVMFM.org. I think maybe we might take a quick 10-minute recess. I'm going to pull up some bus break videos or audio for you. And we're going to get Sierra in here for a little bit of a moment. So, let's see what we can find. for Bus Break. So if you are interested in getting a hold of the Asheville Buskers Collective and learn something about street performance and busking, you can get a hold of the Asheville Buskers Collective by finding them on Facebook. They have an ongoing fan page where you can ask questions and post your links if you have shows. If you are a busker, you can also get a hold of Busker Broadcast right here and email us and get on this show. WPVM has been nice enough to let us play some tunes and hang out and use the studio a little bit and share some of our music with the world. So I guess right now we're gonna play some tunes and take a break.